Serenity Funeral Home. We are a family-owned and operated funeral home where we offer complete personalized funeral services, leading our community in funeral and cremation services. Make an appointment for your pre-need and at-need arrangements by calling us at 702-647-0123. Once again, that number is 702-647-0123. Serenity Funeral Home, caring for your loved ones as if they're our own.
Chico Sticks, Pickles, Jolly Ranchers, Mary Jane's, Pop Rocks, Lemon Heads. Should I go on? Bitter Honey, Freeze Cups, Candy Cigarettes. Listen, how about you make your way down to the modern day Candy Lady and see all of this and more? Satisfy that sweet tooth Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Sight and Sound Candy and more. Follow us on IG at Sight and Sound Candy and on Facebook at Sight and Sound Candy. We are located at 1000 North Martin Luther King on the corner of Washington and MLK. Give us a call, 702-648-4444. Again, that number, 702-648-4444. Thank you.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Yo, you tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Welcome. Another Saturday, man. You are live with Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk, man. I'm your host, Goose Thomas, man. I got Bill, Blockham, Logan in the building.
Yeah.
What's good with you, OG?
Good.
How your weekend been so far, bro?
Starting off pretty good.
Yeah?
How's yours?
Man, not too bad, man.
How's yours going? Right.
Yeah, man. Went to a business seminar this morning, man. It's a 6-week business seminar, man, that I'm attending, man. Shout out to Shondell Newsom, man. Shout out to my guy, man, one of my mentors, man, Mr. Sweet Luke Collins. They are putting on a wonderful business seminar, man. The Some New marketing team is just phenomenal all the way around, man, and definitely want to thank them for hosting a wonderful business seminar, man. That's it's going to be real beneficial to a lot of people, man, here in the upcoming months and years to come, man, with the development of the Las Vegas Valley and us actually having our own Chinatown. I'll say that. Our own Black Wall Street. And I don't think that may have went over some folks' heads.
It should.
But I hope it didn't. I really hope it didn't, man. It shouldn't, man. So, man, shout out to all of the minority business owners, man, here in the Las Vegas Valley, man. Really keep grinding. Keep doing your thing, man. Shout out to Serenity Funeral Home, man. Dre Bailey is the owner over there, man. And shout out to Sight and Sound Candy and More, where Miss Leslie Thomas is the sole proprietor there. We appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Soon as this link comes up, man, we're gonna share this live feed. But if y'all see it before I do, share the live feed, man, to all of your social media. Share it to all of your friends, man, sports lovers and non-sports lovers. Share it to them, man. Shout out Sherm. Not sure what Sherm is today, man. What's Sherm at today? Sherm is
Agent 007.
Agent 007. Sherm,
Yeah.
the word, man. Oh, man, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. But look, man, we got an exciting show for y'all today, man. I am really excited about this young man that we have in studio with us today. If you've been sleeping under a rock, and I'm going to say sleeping under a rock because he's been seen on just about every sports outlet you can think of, this young fella here within the last 90 days. It's unbelievable the exposure and the real good looks that this young man has gotten over the last 90 days, and rightfully so, because just to tap into this young man's sports mind is unbelievable. Getting quizzed over and over by this guy over things I thought I knew entirely and probably didn't.
Oh.
Man, look, he might get you today, Bill, so you might want to be on your toes, big dog.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know, man.
Okay, I'm ready.
You might get the quiz today,
I'm ready.
bro. You might get the quiz. Look, man, we got a special guest in studio with us, man. Mr. Jeremiah Fennell is in the building. What's going on, young fella?
I mean, man, I'm doing good. I'm really excited. I can't wait to start.
Look at this, man. Look, did y'all? I don't think y'all felt that, man. Did y'all see this young dude, man? Look at the vibrance, man. Look at the excitement that exudes from this dude, man.
Yeah.
Look, man, we want to get right into it. We first saw you on the sideline at Allegiant Stadium interviewing Davante Adams. How did that interview come about for you?
It came about because before that ever happened, I was invited by the Fox 5 Surprise Squad to a Raiders game. And they let me on the field to interview some of the Raiders stars, and they asked me who I wanted to talk to. So I said Davante Adams because that's just the first person who came to my mind when I thought of the best player on the Raiders team. So I went up to him. I asked him a question because I knew in my heart that I always wanted to tell him that one of my favorite moments in my life was when I went 7-on-7 against him at his camp. So when I said that, I just thought, ask him what was his favorite memory of his childhood, and that went viral, and all of this has happened, and that's part of the reason why I'm on this broadcast right now. So I'm really excited.
Wow. Unbelievable stuff, man. So what originally started your love for just talking sports in general? Where did it start for you?
We got to go back 8 years. So when I was 2 years old,
Hold on, time out. Hey, he said we gotta go back. Way back in time.
When he was 2 years old.
He was 2.
Yeah, but go ahead and tell your story.
Yeah, do your thing, man. I'm with you.
When I was 2 years old, I had watched my first NFL game. It was a Raiders game. I can't remember who they were going against because it was really far ago. But I just remember it was the Raiders because that's my favorite team. Yeah. And I remember talking louder than the TV, and it was just really fun. I knew that my love for football and the Raiders would start there because I just thought that it was such an interesting sport. And then just a couple years ago, I started getting into basketball.
Okay.
Because I didn't just want to be a one-dimensional guy who only knew about football, so I wanted to get into other sports like basketball. And when I was about 8 years old, I started thinking, like, commentating to myself games and highlights and stuff just because I wanted to be a basketball announcer as well because I just like sports. Wow. So really it all origins from when I was 2 years old, but then I decided I wanted to go into another sport, and that's why I like basketball and football.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
One thing I noticed about your knowledge of the game and your love for the game is that it's infectious. It's infectious because it touches us to see how knowledgeable and how well versed you are in it, which a lot of kids and sometimes us on the mic sometimes we get a little absent-minded on certain things. Yeah. But it seemed like you are on it just like that, and that's a real compliment.
Thank you so much.
Yeah
man it's been a joy, man, to watch you, man, over this past, like I said, man, 90 days, man, your journey. And of course, along with your mother, man, Miss Lorraine, we have to give Mom some credit.
We do,
because Mom has taken your dream, right? Your dream of being in sports journalism and whatnot, and essentially made it her own as well. Mm-hmm. right? Because she's guiding you through it as if she's on the journey herself, which she is, but it's your dream. And as a parent, right, you have to do that for your child. If your child has a dream, has an aspiration, you have to kind of make it your own, man. And you have to give mom, a lot of credit for that, man. Tell me how your mom has influenced you through all of this.
I mean, man, it's just great because she always pushes me to do more and do what I know what she knows and what I know that I'm capable of. And it's just the pushes every day and the extra work she tells me to do and just that 1 minute that she spends more time with me. It's just really great. I value all of her love, her respect, her empathy, her kindness, her pushingness to always push me to do better. And my mom's just like the greatest mother figure that she could be for me.
It's grown men that can't articulate that.
Thank you.
Real grown men can't articulate that.
Right.
I don't know if y'all know what y'all just heard.
Yeah.
Not, oh, my mom cooks me meals, she cleans up after me. None of that.
Yeah. No.
The love, the empathy, her being there with me has influenced me. My man, you going places.
Thank you.
A whole lot of places, man.
Moms matter.
Wow. Unbelievable stuff, man.
Yeah.
So
one question.
Go ahead, Billy.
One question I want to know from you is, what are the aspirations going forward?
Yes, sir.
Well, the aspirations is I want to be known as one of the greatest sports reporters, journalists, and broadcasts to ever be on this earth.
Wow.
And I always want to push myself to be better. Now, I love all reporters. I love all commentators. I love all broadcasters. Yeah. But I push myself at a young age to be better than them. Because that in the end, that's a lot of people's goal, to be better than another person. Not figuratively, but like in their jobs. So me, I just love the game. And the aspirations are just to be a great sports broadcaster, to put my heart and soul into this until I stop. And I'm probably not gonna stop until I fall.
Wow.
So
Wow.
Do you have any broadcasters that you kind of look up to?
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question. Good question, Billy.
Giving you the willingness to want to go forward and do what you're doing?
I just love all broadcasters because I know how hard their job is, being one myself, being a journalist, coming up with questions, being prepared before you actually come into the interviews. Right. Yeah. One of my favorites is John Madden, RIP, but he was just really great. He was boom. It was like he put
Infamous.
I want to do. He put his heart and he put his soul and he put his comedy and he put everything that he had in his sports spirit into his broadcasting and journalism and everything that he did. And really, I just love the broadcasting job, but John Madden is just legendary coach, legendary announcer, legendary person. So if I had to pick one that I show aspirations to and he inspires me, I would say John Madden. But in the end, I just love all broadcasters because I know how difficult and how hard it is to be in that what's that called?
That space.
It is.
Arena.
It is.
Yeah. It's very, very difficult. When we were on the way here, man, we were talking about play-by-play announcing, man. And I know oftentimes I refer to it on the page and, kind of throw out some names of people that I revere when it comes to play-by-play stuff. I find play-by-play to be far more difficult than just sitting here talking about sports. This man said he started at 2 doing play-by-play. Hold on, man. First of all, I couldn't even really talk at 2. Let's just start there. But to do play-by-play, that's another level of love for sports, bro. And real quick, because I mean, you just said you do play-by-play, man, and I got to see this, man. Like, so 2000 Western Conference Finals. Mm-hmm. Everybody's seen it. I know you have. You weren't born then, but you've seen it. No. 2000.
Oh.
99, 2000. When the Lakers were playing the Portland Trail Blazers. That may have been 2000, 2001. That was 2000, right? Okay. Okay. The pass from Kobe to Shaq, the oop from Kobe to Shaq. Can you do it better than Bob Costas did it that day?
Probably.
It was infamous, man.
I'll try.
Do it, man. Run it off. You hold on. Quan, do you have that dialed up on video? Not dialed up, but you can get to it. My man Quan can get to it real quick, man.
All right.
We want to do it in your words, though.
Okay, man.
I want to see that because it was infamous, man. That was a crazy, crazy play. And I want to hear it from Jeremiah's perspective.
Okay.
All right, man. We're going to get it tapped up here, man, real quick. But wow, man. To learn about this young dude, man, in such a short period of time has been truly, truly amazing, man. You know how they say you can get inspiration from all different avenues and different sectors, right? I'm 30 years older than this guy, right? He's inspired me, though.
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy? Like, somebody far younger can inspire you to do something.
And here's another question I have is with this. This one is it's not. I don't think it's hard.
Yeah.
But what would be some of your do's and don'ts when you're interviewing
that's a good one.
A player?
Do's and don'ts. Sometimes it starts before the interview even happens, and that's don't go into an interview and you're not prepared for who you're going to interview. I see a bunch of reporters do that, and it's kind of sad because if you're doing your job, you got to love it. I'm not saying that you have to love your job to be good at it. Right. I'm not saying that because I bet there's some reporters out there, not putting any names, but they hate their job, but they're good at it.
Right.
So they still do it to get money. But it's just, if you're really doing your job, you can't come into it unprepared because, I mean, otherwise that you're going to make a fool out of yourself. Another thing is, for me, I can't forget the people's stats because I can't do that.
This is Stat Man right here.
Yeah.
For sure. This is the stat guy.
And so it's that rule. The do's is to come into it prepared, remember the stats, put your own personality into it because you don't always have to be who somebody else wants you to be. You can be yourself.
Yeah.
So when you're interviewing somebody, don't be scared to be funny. Don't be scared to put your personality into it. Don't be scared to ask them questions you want to know and not what the public wants to know. It's just those are the do's and the don'ts for interviewing somebody. I want you to put your personality into it. I don't want you to feel stuck and just feel like, oh, I just got to interview this guy and ask what the public wants. I want to ask questions, so I'm going to ask you questions that I want to know. Wow.
Unbelievable stuff, man. That's wow. I'm floored. I'm floored, bro. this guy here, man. Yeah. Unreal stuff, man. And to know that at 10 years old, you know all of this stuff is truly, truly amazing. Preparedness, number one golden rule. In anything you want to get into, you have to be prepared for it.
Yeah.
But especially something that moves as fast as sports media, right? Because I don't think we truly understand how fast sports media moves. It's kind of like the stock market in a way, right? There's something happening every single minute, and you have to be prepared as a journalist to deliver that. You at another level, my man.
Thank you.
This man at another level.
And I think when he said, about being your own interviewer, not being sort of robotic, asking the same questions, having your own personality in the interview. I think that right there, I think a lot of players will appreciate that.
Yes.
Yes. If you just be yourself, because, you got a lot of people that come up there and they'll ask the robotic questions, How did you feel when you hit that shot?
Yeah, it's great.
What was going through your mind when you
Yeah.
shot the ball?
Yeah.
Did you think you were gonna make it?
I think that's a good one. Did you think you'd make it?
You know,
I don't shoot basketballs thinking I'm a miss, man. I just
no.
I don't throw footballs thinking
think
it's gonna be an
I
incompletion.
think a lot of players would rather you take those questions out
Yeah,
and just be yourself
Just be
when you're
yourself.
interviewing after a game or something like that. You know?
Absolutely.
Because
Totally
those
agree.
questions,
Totally agree.
they're asked by everybody.
Yeah.
You look at the sideline reporters after a game.
Yeah.
Well, how did you feel when you hit that last second shot?
Or they ask the negative questions like, "Oh, do you think you could have did anything different for your team to win the game?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah.
That's the worst right there. That's the worst right there. Look, man, somebody wants to talk to you, obviously, man. Look, man, we got a caller, man. No? No caller. Okay, we got the video drawn up. You ready for that, man? You
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right,
Yeah.
man. We putting Mr. Jeremiah on the spot right here, man. Go ahead. The floor is
Here we
yours,
go.
bro.
Shaq gets it up. They're bringing it up the court. Los Angeles Lakers, 83-79, 45 seconds left to go. Kobe with the ball, being heavily guarded, cuts to the left, throws the alley-oop to Shaq. Shaq, 41.3 seconds left to go, and that might go as one of the most iconic celebrations in NBA history that makes the league go up by 6. Look at this alley-oop. Kobe throws a perfect alley-oop in the one-handed jam by Shaquille O'Neal. What a greatly thrown alley-oop, and what a finish by Shaq.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know they went to a commercial with the music.
Wow, bro. Unbelievable stuff, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's special. He's 10, guys.
Mm-hmm.
He's 10. Not 20, not 30, not 40. There
we
it
go.
is. That's the old NBC.
Yeah.
It's the old NBC right there, bro. It was the best.
That was the best music to me.
No question.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Wow. Unreal
Now
stuff,
it's
man.
Fox Sports.
Yeah.
Oh, it's best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we don't. Look, man, you getting some real live love in the chat, man. Your coach, man, Mr. DeMario Coleman said, man, you got a jumper, bro. That's out of this world. He said, don't let him fool you. That man got a jump shot. Is this true, man?
Hit 3 half-court shots yesterday. So
Just yesterday, just casually. I just casually Steph Curried everybody. Just on some casual stuff. You know, it's nothing.
Yeah. That's what I do.
It's what I do.
That's what I do.
Wow.
Okay, my favorite shot. I want y'all to guess what is my favorite shot.
It just your favorite shot in basketball, the mid-range jumper.
Yep.
How did I know that? I knew
was gonna
that.
say the same
I
thing.
knew that because your mind is too advanced.
Yeah.
You're not thinking about a 3-pointer.
Now,
You're not-
sometimes
He's
I
thinking
do.
about-
Sometimes.
When you're desperate and you need more points, I
Right.
take threes. If I don't need a bunch of points, go and
midi.
get closer and
You're
just
midi
take
with it.
take an easy shot, get the same points as a layup or the same points as the deep 2.
Midi.
And it's a higher percentage shot.
Very much so.
And I'm good at it.
There you
There
go.
you-
There you go.
Ooh.
There you go.
I wish more players understood just how valuable the mid-range game is. If you watched the Laker game last night, it was the Lakers and Toronto last night. Toronto lived in the mid-range last night. They absolutely demolished the Lakers from 13 to 18 feet.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing the Lakers could do last night.
Yeah.
And it proved when the Toronto came out on that run to start the third quarter, and even on into the fourth quarter, even when the Lakers started making the comeback, Scotty Barnes is a special talent.
Stud.
Real life. Scotty Barnes is good,
Yeah.
bro. And he's going to be good in this league for a really long time.
I mean, the mid-range scoring opportunities that a lot of these dudes can get because they can get to the basket at any time. They can get to a spot where they want to at any time.
yeah.
that's a lot. That's an art that should never be lost.
Never. Should never be lost.
If you ask me.
Oh, absolutely.
And here's the thing about the mid-range shot. There's so many versions you can do. For a three, if you're doing a fadeaway three, it's kind of harder than a fadeaway mid-range
Sure.
because you're closer and farther. It's a difference.
Yeah.
If you're taking a fadeaway three, you got to think of the power of the ball. When you're in the mid-range, if you're doing a fadeaway, just put it up.
Yeah.
So we talking about mid-range jumpers, right? Who are some of your favorite, because I know you studied it, who are some of your favorite mid-range shooters in NBA history?
Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan.
Wow. Those and it's funny that you mentioned those two with similar games, obviously, right? But a lot of their mid-range work was done in the mid-post area, where you have somebody like Richard Hamilton, who did his work, baseline, free throw line, extended, other baseline type of work. So it's like you said, it's different versions of that mid-range game.
Me personally, my favorite is when you're posting up somebody, you turn around.
Oh yeah, the fade.
Because people think that you're gonna post up and make an easy layup, but
Sure.
when you just turn around and shoot it, wow. And then the fact that you have to move, like go forward to guard it.
He understands the game.
He's got the engineering of the game down packed already.
Understands it.
And here's another thing that a lot of people don't understand about Jordan and Kobe too, is that when they were in mid range, they used the glass.
They used the backboard, bro.
I do that.
Oh,
wow.
The glass is your friend.
He's going
Because
places.
it's some people that just think, oh, you're bad if you use the that's one of the reasons it's there.
No.
Now, I know that most of the reason why that the backboard was originally invented was to block fans from interfering with the hoops.
Sure.
It's there. Use it. I don't.
Wow.
You can use it. It's not bad to use a backboard.
We know a guy named Tim Duncan that we talked about earlier, right? We talked about Tim Duncan.
One of the greatest power forwards of all time.
Ever. I think he is.
Yeah, you can make an argument. He does everything. Defense, offense, playmaking, rebounding.
He did everything.
Yeah.
Right?
So
Tim Duncan lived off the glass.
Mm-hmm.
Lived off of it. Lived off of it.
Post you up, just
unbelievable.
Fade away and put it up one hand.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
The glass is your friend.
Wow. Unreal stuff, man. Look, we are here, man, with Mr. Jeremiah Fennell, man. This is an unbelievable kid, let alone unbelievable sports mind. This is an unbelievable young man we have sitting here at this desk, man. And to all of you phonies out there that we've extended the invitation to over the last 11 years, us doing this show, that have not accepted the invitation, we asked this man one time, once, and he said, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming.
I think some people who are on the page, they just want to be on the page and put their own narratives out there.
Yes.
When they have to debate it,
right here, they can't.
There's a difference.
You might find some holes. You might find some holes in those.
Might
narratives.
find some loopholes.
There's a difference between putting something on the internet and actually saying it.
Wow.
Because when you're actually saying it, words go against you. If you're commenting it, people aren't going to take it as big as if you come out and say it on a podcast.
Wow.
If you're just, comment on this video, somebody's just going to see you as a hater. If you really say it, they're going to be like, he's a villain. He's a menace.
It's like I saw one the other day.
Wow.
It said that Zeke Elliott has effectively stopped anybody from getting any running backs from getting $15 million a year. I'm like, how is that, sir?
I don't believe
I said, this is. I didn't even have to say it. I said, this is a dumb post, bro.
This is a joke. I don't believe that.
How?
But here's the thing: they wouldn't come out and say that because people will blow him up.
Yeah, absolutely. And they'd ask him to explain.
Like,
And I think that's the
why do you
thing.
think that Ezekiel Elliott stops every single other running back that's actually good from getting $15 million? And then they're going to ask him, he's scared because he doesn't want to go out and say it, and then everybody uses those words against him.
Because Christian McCaffrey got his deal after Zeke, right?
I believe so, yes. Yeah.
And he got more than Zeke, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how did Zeke stop?
He did.
And how is he stopping any other? Because the market is the market, right?
It's the market.
So
if you're good, you're going to get paid. It's really that simple.
Patrick Mahomes gets paid $500 million for just being one of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history. I don't like the guy. He's in our division rivals, but I don't like him. I don't like him. He's good though.
Hey, man. It's a rivalry.
Yeah.
That man said, I don't like him.
I don't like him.
But we know he's good, though.
Yeah.
He didn't deny that Pat Mahomes was good, though.
No.
He just said, man, I don't like him.
I don't like him.
And as a rival, as a fan of a rival team, of course you don't like him. When we play, I don't like you. But I know you're good, though.
Oh.
I know you are good.
You have to put it out there. You have to put it out there. Man, I don't like Debo, but man,
look, when he get the ball,
Trayvon,
it's a problem.
Trayvon, y'all better buckle up.
You better do something immediately, bro. Unbelievable, man. Look, man, we are live here, man. This is Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk, man. I got Bill Blockham Logan in the building, man. Quan 59 on the boards, as always, man. And I got Mr. Jeremiah Fennell, the spectacular sports mind here in the studio with us, man. Look, man, let's talk a little bit about some football, man. Okay. Did you see the recent trade?
I did.
That happened, man.
I did.
Tell us your thoughts, man. Tell us your thoughts.
Hey, I don't like. This is just a benefit for both teams because the Bears get extra picks, they get some seconds, and they get some first. And the Panthers have the opportunity to get a quarterback that they don't have. Sam Darnold is not fitting the job. He's not.
He's not it.
I mean, y'all.
He's not it, y'all.
I'm not saying that because I'm still a kid and I'm watching this one video about Madden. I'm not saying Madden is literally the revolutionary of football.
Sure.
This dude has like a 55 throw accurate. I don't know for sure. It's terrible though. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
It's not good.
It's not good. And if they get a quarterback like somebody that showed off in the combine or just something that's really good, like Anthony Richardson or Bryce Young or CJ Stroud. You can get one of those three quarterbacks with a number 1 overall pick in the draft.
And also let's not forget this little small caveat, right? With that number 1 pick, you can negotiate some things. You can maneuver some things. So we don't know. I got a friend of mine. I don't know many Panther fans, but actually one of my coworkers, a good friend of mine, is a Panther fan. And I've yet to ask him about the trade that happened yesterday. But I mean, according to him, I like their defense. This is as a football fan. I'm looking at them as a football fan. Their defense is sitting pretty good right now, man. They actually okay, especially up front. They got one of the best edge rushers in the league that nobody talks about in Brian Burns, right? Came out of Florida State. That's our guy. You know what I mean? So I'm always gonna know that's my guy.
State fan.
You know what I mean? I'm an FSU guy. So that's one of our guys, but nobody talks about him though.
He's good.
He's really good. He's really good. But maybe they need to sharpen up on the offensive side of the ball. Now they did have to give up DJ Moore, right? They gave up DJ Moore.
That's a benefit also for the Bears because before this, I'm gonna be honest, Justin Fields had no receivers. I mean, you can argue Chase Claypool is.
What about Darnell Mooney? A lot of people didn't.
I'm gonna do this about Chase Claypool.
No bueno, huh? Yeah, a lot of folks thought that him coming over there was going to switch up some things.
He's got something to prove this year.
Oh, big time.
And if he
big time
comes up short again, under 70 catches. And if he comes up under 70 catches, it's going to be a waste.
Bad. Yeah, he's going to be finding his way out of the. You think he's going to be finding his way out of the league?
Not the league.
Think he can still get a job.
I think another team is gonna want him.
Sure.
Not out of the league, but out of the Bears organization.
Yeah. But we looking at the Bears organization as a somewhat of a bottom feeder though, right? So who's more of a bottom feeder at this period of time than the Chicago Bears? No disrespect to Bears fan, but this just is what it is right now, man.
Houston Texans?
Houston Texans. Yeah. Houston Texans on that level. But I mean, with DeMeco Ryans now, they're bringing a different culture. DeMeco Ryans is a winner. Mm-hmm. He likes to win. He's not gonna be a loser for too long.
I mean, nobody likes to lose.
Nobody likes to lose. But we talking about the culture with DeMeco Ryans, his mindset. He's not gonna be losing for too much longer.
Me and my dad talk about this a lot. Mm-hmm. And there's a different mindset than playing to not lose and playing to win.
Oh, absolutely.
There are some quarterbacks out there that play to lose and lose. Mm-hmm. There are some quarterbacks out there that play to win and win.
Yes. Wow.
You got to play a win because if you play not to lose, you're throwing conservative. If you're playing to win, you're throwing 50 yards. You're trying to make big plays. And I'm not saying that you take the game into your own hands, but you try to do whatever you can to make your team go out and win this game. When you're a quarterback that says, "Oh, I just play not to lose," you try and not screw up, and you be scared out there on the field because you just don't want to lose.
Yeah.
But you end up losing anyway because you don't have any self-confidence.
Yeah.
You don't think you can do it.
Right.
So in the end, since you don't think you can do it, if your mental, I don't care if your physical is great. If your mental isn't right, you're screwed.
So it's over. Gotta have the mental.
So I got a 2-part question. What did you think about what happened to Derek Carr and his departure?
Come on,
and
Raider fan.
Who do you think you guys should, the Raiders should do in the draft, or should they go free agency with a quarterback?
Okay. I'm thinking about the drafts because I did watch this one video and it was about we can draft this guy late in the draft. Name is like Max Duggan or something. And I watched Max Duggan highlights. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. Yep. He's a decent quarterback, and they say he's a late first rounder or an early second rounder. I'm looking at him as a quarterback. When it comes to the Derek Carr departure, I mean, hey, I love Derek Carr as the person he is and as the football player he is. But I'm going to be brutally honest. I don't think he could have won a championship with us. I don't think he's championship material. I love you, Derek Carr. Listen, okay?
Disclaimer.
I love you, man. But no.
I love you, but I'm just being honest. He's not championship material. So, here's the thing. Lamar Jackson sitting in free agency. I don't
Segue.
You don't know about Lamar Jackson as a Raider?
I know who Lamar Jackson is. I just don't think he'd fit best with the team.
So, with that being said, who do you think he'd fit best with?
Heard some rumors about Pittsburgh. I like Pittsburgh. Now, I know the first thing that somebody's going to say. They have Kenny Pickett. I like Lamar Jackson way more than I like Kenny Pickett.
Of course.
He has Najee Harris to run, so he doesn't have to run as much. He has decent blocking. Pat Freiermuth, good tight end. He has Deontay Johnson as a wide receiver. On the defense,
better.
At the
He's trending up.
defense, if he stays healthy, a beast in TJ Watt. You have Minkah Fitzpatrick in the back. And don't sleep on Cameron Hayward.
At all.
It's a good team, and it's a great fit for Lamar Jackson.
Wow.
Because I think we learned last year that if he has something, he can turn it into something.
I mean, we learned last year that if he has nothing, he can turn it into something because that's all he's been doing.
Yeah, me personally, I think Miami would be a good spot for him.
I mean, in his best season, he threw 401 passes for 3,127 yards and 36 touchdowns.
Stat man.
That was the MVP year.
MVP year, 2019.
Right
All pro. Wow. All pro quarterback.
Now, looking back at that team, right? Can we name an above average wide receiver not named Mark Andrews that he had on that team?
If you want to make an argument for Marquise Brown, you could.
What did Marquise Brown do when he went to the Phoenix Cardinals, to the Arizona Cardinals?
Not a lot. Not a lot.
You had to scheme him open.
So let's just not count him.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
It's
you.
just not
Thank
counting.
you, sir.
So
Thank you.
nobody. He didn't have anybody.
Nobody.
I feel like, listen, if you have, it's kind of identical. You can match, if he goes to the Steelers, you can have a match between the Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce relationship.
Ooh.
You can have a match between him and Pat Fryermuth, and you can have a match between him and Mark Andrews. Either way, it's like a good tight end quarterback. We've learned that a good quarterback tight end connection could lead you places. Yes. What did the Chiefs just do? They just beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl. The number one defense, they cooked them 38-35.
Me personally, I think Miami would be a good spot for him.
Tell me why.
Well, for one thing, that's his home. He's from Miami. Second place is he has a good receiving core.
Weapons already in place.
He has a multitude of running backs. You know, so it
Just
won't
gotta stay healthy.
Yeah,
That's the only thing.
Yeah, so he has a multitude of running backs.
Defense.
I don't know. I with their tight end, he might be gone.
Gesicki.
Yeah, Gesicki might be gone, but they can bring another tight end in and help him out, and they have a pretty good defense as well.
Yeah, defense is pretty good.
It's all right.
It's not crazy,
It's
but
all right.
it's decent. It's decent enough.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at that offense, to your point, Bill, if you're looking at that offense, to add Lamar Jackson to that, it's by far the fastest offense that you've ever seen in your life.
Lamar
on any
Jackson, Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill.
on any level. And that's not even me having to dig back into time. I'm looking at the players, and I'm telling you that's the fastest offense you've ever seen in your life. That could be a real issue for defenses going forward, especially in that division. We saw the Buffalo Bills kind of take a step back this year. Nobody got on Josh Allen, by the way, for taking a dump in on his own home field. Nobody got on him about it. But we're here to do it. New England.
Yeah.
Who knows? Right? Who else we got in that division? The Jets. We don't know.
Patriots, Jets, Bills,
right.
Dolphins.
They got the offense and defensive rookie of the year coming back on that team. So the Jets are actually trending up, in my opinion. I like the Jets trending up.
Defense is great.
Their defense is awesome.
Their
I like
defense
that.
is great. Their offense is talented. Let me tell you.
Yes.
Brees Hall is
Like
a good
Brees.
running back.
I like Brees.
We got Garrett Wilson, who's
love Garrett
arguably,
Wilson.
well, according to the NFL,
he's
is the best rookie,
He was the best rookie.
is the best rookie
Absolutely.
wide receiver and the best rookie in the NFL.
No doubt.
And then if you add, and then you have who's their quarterback?
There was a multitude of people who knows over there.
Why do you think I forgot? There's too many people.
Well, Aaron Rodgers is rumored
Aaron
to be going. How do you think that would work?
I mean, that would be a little good. You got
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson,
Yeah.
and you got Aaron Rodgers. I feel like that could go anywhere. You can do short routes with Garrett. You can
Yes.
do deep routes with Garrett.
Anything.
You can do post routes. You can do anything. And you have Brees Hall. You actually have a good running back. Not taking shots at Aaron Jones. Don't tell me that Aaron Jones is not good.
Oh, he's actually.
great.
We've had many conversations about Aaron Jones here on this show, and Bill might be the biggest advocate for Aaron Jones that I've actually ever had the chance to witness somebody actually talking about him. Right here, he's advocated for Aaron Jones more than anybody that I know. Aaron Jones is really good.
He's a great running back. I'm not saying that he's
a
bad.
complete running back. He's a complete running back because he can catch out of the backfield as well.
Yeah. And I feel like if you give him another good running back in Brees Hall, who's been slept on a little bit, he's been slept on.
Yeah.
He's getting
even his young career. He's
getting
kinda slept on.
overshadowed by the better running backs.
Yeah.
Like
He's getting overshadowed by the young boys on his own team. Nobody's really looking at him, right?
It's a young but talented team.
Very much so.
And I feel like it's a mixture between youngness and veteran because you also have CJ Mosley on the defense.
Yes.
And I'm not going to say he's old, but he's not young.
He's a vet, older vet.
He's
but-
a veteran.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you got a mixture of veteran and rookie and in between. And that's what I like. Because if you have a whole team of young people, you're probably not going to have a team, a role player, and an actual leader. If you have a team of old heads, no disrespect, but if you have a team of old heads,
Right.
then you're not gonna have any young talent, and you're just gonna have a bunch of aged people out of the prime.
Sure.
Now, some people in the NFL, Tom Brady, don't
There's an exception to every rule.
like their prime is their whole career, and that's what I feel like makes a GOAT. Your prime is your career.
Sure.
You're never past your prime. Michael Jordan, he was always good.
Really? He said, wow, I don't think y'all caught that. Your prime is your entire career. As long as you feel you can go out there and perform. That's different. I've never really heard anybody say that.
If you think about Michael Jordan, right?
He was never really
in his rookie,
bad.
he averaged, 18 points per game?
Yeah.
Double digits.
Yeah, he was a double-digit guy.
And then at the end of his career, he was still averaging double digits. Some people, some NBA players or NFL players, their numbers drop as they get older.
Significantly.
They get like about 3 years of rookie. You get the rookie player where he's performing but not at a star level. Then you get the prime level, which should last for about like probably 6-5 years, where he's just really good and he's at the peak of his career. And then you get like his last years where his numbers fall down, his performance gets weaker, and he starts to become an aging veteran that is showing signs of retiring. When you think about Tom Brady, people were telling the dude to retire, but they knew in his heart that he could still be playing and actually going out. He was 45 years old.
Yeah.
And some people sleep on him because in 2021, he had the best year of his career. The best year of his career. At the age of 43 years old.
That's crazy.
He had the best year of his career.
Wow.
Michael Jordan, he was so good that you can't tell me, even his Wizards days, he was good.
Yeah. Well, he averaged 23, 24 a game.
Even his Wizards days, he was good.
His last year.
People forget about.
Yeah, at least 20. He averaged a dub for sure.
People literally forget about.
At 41? 41 years old.
39, 40.
Yeah, 39, 40 years old. Yeah, he's
This
40.
dude, some people forget about Wizards Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
He was good.
He was good. He was still good. Wow.
And he was like 40.
Wow.
So let me ask you a question. Put your GM hat on.
Okay.
Do you think Lamar Jackson is worth a guaranteed contract, fully guaranteed?
Fully guaranteed.
Lamar Jackson is a great quarterback, right? But people don't give him enough respect because he's on a bad team. And here's the thing about bad teams. I'm shifting to the NBA a little bit. Damian Lillard does not get the amount of respect that he deserves because he is playing for a team that is not good.
Interesting.
He is playing for the Portland Trail Blazers. No disrespect to them. They're not a good team.
Interesting.
He gets he scored 71 points.
Yeah, he dropped 71 the other night. And
It
it
was
wasn't
so
even
bad.
talked about.
And he got tested afterwards.
It was
And he
so
got-
bad they drug
They
tested the guy.
drug tested him after.
Did they do that to Donovan Mitchell? No, he's playing for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They I think they did. They did test him. But
They
to
did?
your point, they did. They tested him, but to your point though, Donovan Mitchell got more love for him dropping 70
Then
than Dame did.
because Dame is playing for a worse team. The Cavaliers are like top 5,
Yeah, they
top
In the
5
East.
team,
In the East. Yeah,
top
no
5
doubt.
in the East.
No doubt.
And the Blazers are like
Bottom feeders.
bottom feeder. Yes.
Yeah, the bottom
So
feeders.
nobody talks about when Damian Lillard hits like 12, 13 threes
Yeah,
and sets
13
and
threes
gets
the other
13 threes. That's literally 1 3-pointer away from the record
crazy.
to tie it.
crazy.
But nobody talks about that. They talk about how Donovan Mitchell, and it's crazy. Did that game go into overtime? Did the Blazers game go into overtime?
I think it did.
So it didn't
no,
go
the Donovan Mitchell's 70 went into overtime.
Yeah.
So that's
Yes.
crazy, right? Donovan Mitchell got more time to play and got 71. Damian Lillard played a regular game and sat out for like almost the entire fourth quarter, was it?
Wow,
Right? And he could have dropped 80 points.
that's crazy.
We haven't seen something like that since 06 Kobe.
Since Bean did it. Wow.
17 years ago.
Wow.
Like January 22nd, 2006.
Wow.
Was it?
Wow.
Yeah.
At Staples.
Yeah.
And he dropped 81 points, no overtime. Damian Lillard could have did that, but guess what?
55 in the second half for Kobe.
But guess what? Guess what would have happened if Damian Lillard would have dropped 80? He wouldn't have got respect.
No.
Because his team's bad.
Wow.
Now,
That's a good point.
now, Anthony Simons and Jeremy Grant, they're good, but it's
Yes.
only them.
Yeah.
I guess you can count Shaden Sharp.
You can throw
good-
Nurkic in there.
good
I like
talent.
Nurkic.
Yeah,
Nurkic. It's one of my favorite
But
centers in the league.
the point is,
man.
it's not a good team. That's the point.
That's the truth.
And
though.
that's why he doesn't get the respect he deserves, because nobody talks about bad teams. They talk about the good teams.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when you look at the Baltimore Ravens, though, right? This switching back to Lamar. When you're looking at the Baltimore Ravens, a lot of people would say, well, they got a good defense. You know, they end up trading for Roquan Smith, getting him in there, right? From Chicago, ironically, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they got a good defense. But if people really, and you don't even have to really delve into it to see this, if you just paid any attention at all, you know Lamar Jackson lost both of his running backs in the exact same camp to the exact same injury.
That's absolutely crazy. I feel bad for the guy.
That's insane. To start out like that?
I tell his coworker that all the time. He says, well, he said he heard.
No.
The reason why a lot of receivers don't want to go to Baltimore is because Lamar runs too much. I said he runs because
he has
nobody
no
can get
choice.
open.
He has no choice.
The only dude that's getting open is Mark Andrews.
And Mark Andrews is a tight end,
Yeah.
and he doesn't really go that deep.
No.
Right. He
You
can,
don't-
but he
He's a safety
doesn't
net.
generally.
He can, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
That's what some people in the NFL and NBA doesn't.
Fun fact.
They can do stuff,
Yeah.
but they don't do it.
Fun fact. Lamar Jackson, over a career,
Yep. Since 2018.
has a better completion percentage than Josh Allen does. Over a career. Better completion percentage than Josh Allen.
This year,
Over his career. Over their careers. Better completion percentage.
that's a fact.
Ain't that crazy? That's for a dude that runs so much.
That doesn't.
Can't throw the football, they say.
They say he's too overrated. He's not good enough.
I've
to
heard
pass.
that. I've heard
he
that.
runs too much. You have running backs for a reason. First of all, his running backs aren't that good. I saw J.K. Dobbins. Now I love J.K. Dobbins. I was watching him in college.
Like JK a lot.
But man, who are his receivers? Duvernay. Devin Duvernay. Who's? Are we really? Are we finna consider?
Then they thought he was doing him a favor by bringing in Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah,
we
they thought
are we finna consider?
aging.
Are we finna
Deshaun
consider Deshaun Jackson and Devin Duvernay as good wide receivers?
No. We will not sit here at this desk and let the ball bounce and say anything of the sort.
No.
So then, if he doesn't have good receivers, what do you expect him to do than run? What do you expect?
Like our good friend Miss Ball and D, Donetta Coleman says, and my mother-in-law, out of the mouths of babes.
Yeah.
If a 10-year-old can see this, why you grown adults can't?
Hey, that's a good question to the sports.
It's grown adults that can't come to that.
Would you give him a guaranteed? Fully guaranteed?
Yep.
What you looking at
There
as
you
far
go.
as the number is concerned?
There you
Now,
go.
Deshaun Watson got $230 million.
So
Now, we looking at a different situation. The Browns were desperate,
Browns were desperate.
fully desperate. But just looking at Lamar Jackson for what he is, not even in comparison to Deshaun Watson, how much guaranteed money would you give him?
At the least $200 million. At the least.
I think he'd be all right with
Because
that.
he said he's not asking for more money than Deshaun Watson.
Right.
He just wants his fully guaranteed.
Just want a fully guaranteed deal.
I'd give him at least $200 million.
200
He's
million.
good.
I don't think that's a
$200
problem.
million. Listen, the range that I would pay him, $200 million or $250 million. That's what he deserves. Now, I'm not saying that Lamar Jackson is okay. Never mind. I was gonna say never mind.
No, say it. It's okay. We
Nah,
got you.
disregard everything. I don't know what I was gonna say.
No,
I'm
it's
tripping.
all right, brother. It's okay. But we can agree
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson
that
deserves
Lamar
money.
deserves 200.
He deserves at least 200
He's
to
due.
200.
That's the number. 200 is the number.
He's
I don't see
due.
the issue with that.
$200 million or $300 million.
Is him not having an agent hurting him in this whole process? Because I think it is.
It could be.
But I think the NFL teams are kind of blackballing him for not having an agent.
That's
they
what
want,
I think.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about not having an agent. You pay an agent to make negotiations for your money. Mm-hmm. You can do that yourself and literally win the negotiation. Your agent will do whatever it takes to get paid.
I don't think that's talked about enough.
And guess what? Oh, it's been talked about.
I don't think that part is talked about enough, though.
It's been talked about.
It's been talked about, but I don't think it's talked about enough.
People don't buy into it for some reason. It's like, dude, you can negotiate a contract yourself.
You can. I believe that.
And guess what? You don't have to give him 3 to 5%.
Bobby Wagner's been doing it his entire career and getting paid.
Yeah. Paid by the Rams. He got paid and won a Super Bowl.
I couldn't believe Bobby Wagner got that much money to go to.
And guess how?
To LA.
Guess why? He didn't have an agent. Like I said before,
this late in his career, I could not believe that.
Agents do enough to get paid. They will pay. They will say, "I came back and got you a $150 million deal, but you deserve $220 million." You're probably not thinking I deserve $220 million. My agent failed. You're just thinking. You're just thinking my agent got me a more than $100 million contract. If you're negotiating yourself, you can go up to whichever team is meeting you and ask them, "What do you think I'm worth?"
That man just learned me something.
They could say, "I think that you're worth at least $200 million, right?"
I wasn't even thinking about
You
that.
can negotiate it and get at least probably $210 to $220 million. Your agent won't do that. He could probably do it. He won't do it because he just wants money.
Oh my God.
He wants to get paid.
And $150 million sounds grand.
But if you deserve
But if you deserve
$250
million, that's what you should be able to get.
But because your agent just wants to get paid, he's gonna hide it from you and just say, "I got you a good deal," right? I got you a good deal.
What's my 5%, by the way?
Your 5% would be about $30,000. About $30,000. You get paid $30,000 for lowballing your client by $50 or $55 million. But he doesn't think that hard.
No.
He's just thinking, "I get money to play football."
That's why I've been on the bandwagon from day one with him having his mother negotiate his contracts and I know he probably dropped in the draft because of that. Because he was supposed to go top 10.
Oh, no question. I watched.
He probably dropped in the draft.
As
They
a
held
Florida
it
State
against
fan,
him.
I watched them
Yeah.
rip us apart for several years.
They held it against him in the draft because he didn't have an agent, his mom. Okay. And now they're trying to hold it against him again now that he's due.
Now, here's the difference between your mom negotiating contracts and agents negotiating contracts. Your agents want the best for them. They will give them about $100 and $150 million. They will probably lowball you by $50 or $25 million because they want money. Your mom will be negotiating to get the best for you because they love you and they want the best for you. And they know that you love them and respect them. So they will try to get you money. Wow. Agent won't do that. I bet you a lot that an agent won't do that.
It's a dynamic that a lot of people not trying to comprehend.
They're not trying to see that.
They're not trying to comprehend. You're thinking that just because somebody has some agent credentials, that they're going to get the best deal for you. And he's explaining it to a T. That's
They're
not.
They're doing it for themselves. Yeah. If they interview you and they say, "You know what? I want you to be my agent." The moment they're thinking, if you say your mom, "I need you to negotiate a contract with me," the moment they're thinking, "I will help my son to get the money he deserves," your agent is thinking, he has hired me, now I will get the best for myself and make him and manifest his mind into thinking that I got him a good contract.
Y'all don't cancel this young man, please. Don't cancel him. Because he told y'all the truth.
Some of you older folks need to listen to him.
Don't cancel him because he told y'all the truth, man. Don't cancel him.
Some of you older folks that's been talking about Lamar is stupid and his mom don't know what she's doing.
Crazy.
Y'all need to listen to him.
Mom knows what she's doing.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing.
Mom's trying to get her son, Lamar Demetrius Jackson, money.
The whole government.
That's what she's trying to do.
Yeah.
An hour not alone. It's not long enough with this guy.
No.
We have come to the end. It's over, bro. That was it.
Wow.
Unreal stuff, man. Look, out of the mouths of babes, Mr. Jeremiah Fennell, right here on Let the Ball Bounce.
And make
Sports
sure you
Talk,
come back
man.
to the desk.
Please.
The moment y'all invite me.
The invite is there.
Well, Dre just got fired, so he got his job now.
I'll come whenever I can.
Yeah.
I love this radio. I watch y'all all the time. I'll come
Y'all
whenever
heard
I'm
it.
invited.
Y'all heard it.
Hey, Jeremiah, real quick, which one do you agree? Which one do you disagree with the most when you're watching them out of Goose and Bill?
Nobody. It's just.
Wait, they both say some outlandish stuff, though.
Listen. I watch Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk because I want to listen to radio and have fun. I want to listen to radio and hear these people's takes.
Yes.
When I'm watching this, I'm not in a judging perspective of what I think they should have said. I'm watching because I want to know what they said. I don't disagree
Like that guy.
I don't
That's
disagree
all
with
right with
anybody.
me, man.
Quan, don't be judging.
Yeah,
me.
hey,
I
he's trying to
disagree
stir the
with that.
pot, man. I like that. It's a great answer, man. He's trying to stir the pot, man. You know,
He could be a politician. man. That was
we
a very
do go back and
political
forth a
answer.
lot, though.
Yeah.
But it's sports talk. You're gonna go back and forth.
That's called passionate.
Yeah.
I get
called
passionate all the
passion.
time. I'm talking to my my nephew. He tells me
Got a nephew?
Hey, man.
Listen, I'm talking to my nephew. He says James Harden is the best ball handler of all time. We go back and forth for 15 minutes on how I'm trying to tell this guy Kyrie Irving is the best ball handler in NBA history.
Got a point.
I won it. I won the argument.
You got a point. Wow. This is unbelievable stuff, man. An hour's not long enough, bro. But look, man, Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk, man. We appreciate everybody that chimed in the comments, man.
I got an idea.
We
I got an idea.
Run it real quick. Go ahead.
We should just film another episode and make it look like, so this is basically pre-recorded. We should just record another.
Yeah, I love this guy.
Basically what we
I
should do.
love this man.
We should just record another episode, right?
I love this guy.
We should just record another episode now that we're in sports talking mode and
Wow.
just make it look like that we made this next Saturday.
Unbelievable.
Hey.
How about you just
if y'all okay
come back
with
next Saturday?
They can't afford me.
If y'all okay with it, I could do a pre-record today to make it easier for you guys. Y'all could just stream and
Do
play
you
the
hear
footage.
this man right now? Unbelievable stuff.
To make it easier for y'all. I'm trying to make it easier for y'all. Y'all jobs ain't easy.
Look, man, Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk, man. It's your man, Goose Thomas, man. We got Bill Blockham Logan in the building, man. Shout out Dre Bailey, man. Shout out Sherm the Worm, man. Quan 59 on the boards, man. Mr. Jeremiah Fennell in the building, man. Run your social media real quick for everybody, man.
Jeremiah 1-5, all words, all letters, no numbers on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. You can find me on Twitter on Lorraine Golden _ because that is ran by my mom.
Boom. And there you have it, man. And you know what? If you're scared, you better go to church. Yeah.